呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 176 of Jujutsu Kaisen Sendai Colony Part 3. Sendai Colony Part 3. The previous chapter was Okotsu finishing up the battle with Kurourushi, the cockroach. And right as he did that, he revealed that he could use reverse technique. She figured it out, and this sort of thing happened. And apparently that's her moving into attack, because this chapter appears to be now about this person whom we've sort of seen, but not really. She's also kind of invisible. It's weird. Well, I guess we'll find out more. Let's go. Go. Okay, so there we go. So there's Okotsu thinking, Nanda ima no dageki? What is it just now's like attack or impact? Dageki is more like a striking attack. Yeah, that blow, that damage. And you can see, right, he's like standing in a crater. Okay, here comes in a fist. Lots of sound effects. Okay, the other thing we've seen about this person is they're wearing clothes that appear to be invisible. And by that I mean like they make the body parts that they cover invisible, not that the clothes themselves are invisible. So that's why she looks like this. She's wearing something that causes that part of her body to be invisible. So it's kind of weird. Is she like, it's almost like she's causing the air to be a fabric, like she's pulling a fabric, which is kind of what this looks like. And kind of what this looks like. So maybe well, we'll see. Rather than speculate, let's just read and go. Okay, so he's confused. Ude o henkei sareta. Okay, henkei is like a change of form being made of the arm. So you can see there. Nyon. Nyon is kind of like rubber band kind of sound. So his arm is kind of like getting all noodly. And that is what he is thinking there. Being made, a changing of shape of the arm. Yeah, transformation. Question mark? All right. Now again, right? She's coming in, presumably to try to take Okotsu out right after he finished up with the cockroach, thinking that he'd probably be weak, right? Boom. And remember, there's also still this Elvis dude hanging out there. Ude ga modotteru. Arm returning. So the arm is like back to normal. It's returning to its original state. Ijo nashi. Without abnormality. Itami mo nani mo nai. Even pain not existing. So even with, there's no pain also. Boon boon. So he's kind of shaking his arm to test it out. Tabun 空間をいじる術式でも空間ごと相手を潰したり潰したりはできないよかな? Okay, so probably a technique that twists space, ijiru? To warp, to touch or tamper. Yeah, okay. So probably a technique that touches or tampers space or something, or space itself. But as for crushing the opponent, not possible, I wonder. So it's probably something like this. not that, maybe. レンズの歪みみたいなエラーを作り出している感じだ. Okay, so like error. All right, let me figure out what error here is. Error? Yeah. Error. And yugami, that is to warp, to distort. Like the distortion of a lens, error, making, manufacturing, feeling. So it's the feeling of manufacturing or causing an error like the distortion of a lens. Or like the warping, distorting of a lens. Okay. So he's just thinking that, trying to figure out what she's doing here. 私の術式はね、空を面で捉えるの. So, as for my technique, you know, with the surface, the sky, being able to touch. Yeah. Being able to seize, being able to grasp the sky as a surface. That's my technique, you know? So, indeed, that fits with what we've seen so far. That's her grabbing the air, and you can see it bending. 術式の開示. 術式の開示. So, disclosure of technique, meaning she's telling me her technique. Yeah, disclosure. こんな風に, in this sort of a style, in this sort of a manner. So there we go. It's like it's gunin. Just like it's a curtain. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Sora kan o mende ka? The sky. Again, the space, the air, space as a surface, question mark. So with this is like the surface of the sky, or, you know, surface making that of the sky. Nido no kogeki, the two times attack, the two attacks. どちらもガードを無視して撃つ飛ばされた. Whichever one it was, so whichever どちらもガード, yeah, whichever one, the guard ignoring and like made futobasu. To blow off something strongly. To brush away. Yeah, so the two attacks, meaning from earlier, the two attacks that she did with him, whichever one it was, or either way, ignoring of guard, meaning his guarding, his protecting, and made, I guess, like, again, blowing past, brushing away the guard, ignoring the guard. Okay, so that was the first attack. That was the second attack. その辺も面っていうのに種があるのか? I guess like also thereabouts, the surface, as for, even though saying that, I don't know, a tane exists, question mark? A seed? A material. Oh, a trick. That's okay. It's a trick. So even though it's called like surface, thereabouts, it's some sort of trick exists, right? Question mark. Hayaku utte koyo. Okay, this is her thinking. Quickly come and attack. Ichio kikun desu kedo. For the time being, like it's asking. I mean, like for the time being, I'll ask. Korasarete mo monku nai hito desu yo ne? Even if being killed, complaints not existing person it is, isn't it? Even if being killed, complaints not existing person it is, isn't it? Okay. 力のない人なら必死になるのはわかるんですけど。Okay, if it's a person without power, if it's a person who doesn't have power, as for becoming desperate, frantic, understanding. But あなたみたいな強い人なら, if it's a person, a strong person like you, 取りたい時に点を取れる. Able to take points at time that wants to take. So basically he's saying like someone as strong as you can take points whenever they want to take them. 積極的に戦う理由は何ですか? So ultimately, as for the reason of fighting, what is it? So what's your reason for fighting? 積極. Proactively. As for the reason for fighting proactively, meaning like seeking out a fight, assertively, what is it? こいつ, this guy, 何? 今の術式に受肉ってそんなジャグワルなの? No, jaguar. カジュアル. カジュアルなの? What is it to like the source, to the technique or to the sorcery now, talking about incarnation, that's sort of casual? Why does she say Juniku there? That's the incarnation, right? Yeah. So what is it? Oh, is she supposed to be an ancient sorcerer, I guess? Yeah, like today's sorcerers. For today's sorcerers, talking about incarnation, I don't know why they're that's sort of casual. Talking about incarnation, it's that sort of casualness. The Juniku literally means to receive flesh. But that this term has been used to talk about the incarnation of the ancient sorcerers in modern day form. So take that as you will. Okay, yeah. 私らにとっては, this is still her talking. As for us, as for concerning us, yomigaeri yo. Yomigaeri. It is the yellow fountain returning, or yellow source returning. This is referring to the river of the dead. So this is coming back from the dead. Yomigae. Yeah, so yomigaeru means to be resurrected, but it's not normally these characters. Yomigaeru is normally these sort of characters to be resurrected. Again, this is like literally to return from the yellow. Shoot, what's the name of the follow-on series that Full Metal Alchemist is doing. It's that term. If I type in sticks, it should come up. No, it's not coming up. Okay. Let's see if I can find it in G Show. Sticks. Oh, all right. We'll find it the old-fashioned way. Do. There it is. Yomi. Oh, okay. I guess that maybe that's. Oh, that's interesting. That's. Huh. Okay. Well, that would do it, right? Anyway, yeah. So the yellow fountain, the yellow spring returning. Hades is also Yomi. So there we go. Nanka mukatsuku na. Nanka mukatsuku na. Oh, okay. Somehow making angry, you know? Somehow making offended. Getting irritated, you know? It's not clear if that's her thinking that about Okotsu or him thinking that about her. This is still her talking, though. Ichidome no jinsei ni kui no nai yatsu ga kenjaku no sasoi ni noru wake nai daro. Okay, so like a lifetime. Okay, so again, she's saying, as for us, so again, she's sort of confirming that she's one of the ancient sorcerers coming back to life. For a lifetime, for the first lifetime, Ichidome, first and lifetime. For the first lifetime, person without hatred or without detesting. Oh, regret. A person without regret in the first lifetime. Invitation of Kenjaku, like I guess receiving reason does not exist. Right? So there's no way someone would get an invitation from Kenjaku, a person that didn't have regrets in their first lifetime. Okay, so that makes sense. So the question again, which he asked, was, why are you fighting? And she's saying basically, we've come back to life for us, and Kenjaku wouldn't invite someone that didn't have any regrets in their first lifetime. Shimetsu Kaiyu wa 2度目の人生の第一段階に過ぎない. As for the Death Annihilation rotating game, it's nothing more than the first level of the second lifespan. It's more than the number one level of a second life. Nothing more than that. Yeah. Or the first level, the first step of a second life. なんせ手引きしてるのが賢弱なんだからね。At any rate, anyhow, as for the one doing tebiki, it is Kenjaku. Tebiki, pulling the hand? Oh, guiding. As for the one doing the guiding or the instructing, it's Kenjaku. That's why, you know? あらゆる事態を想定して天はとっ ておくべきよ. All circumstances doing solte. As for points, doing supposition about all circumstances ought to be taking. Ought to be capturing. Ought to be capturing. As for points, ought to be capturing. And as for points, doing supposition, a hypothesis, and like all things, all circumstances, and ought to be capturing the points. Basically, like, get points. That's the assumption. Making the assumptions about everything, it's get points. That's what you should be doing. 友達とか恋人とかいないんですか? Friends and things like that, lovers and things like that, not existing? Like, do you not have any friends or lovers? Huh? What? 僕も少し前まで友達がいなかったけど I also, up until a little bit previously, friends not existed. But, so I didn't have friends. I also did not have friends up until recently. But, 全く共感できない. Wholly, 共感 is not possible. 共感 is like sympathy. Same feelings. Yeah, sympathy is not possible. So basically, I also didn't have friends until recently, but I can't, it's not possible for me to sympathize, meaning with you. この感じ, yeah, this feeling. 激鱗の隣をなぞられているような. This feeling, this sensation, it's in the manner of なぞられて. Of tracing, following the neighbor of Gekirin. Imperial wrath? Okay, whatever Gekirin is, even in this phrase of Gekirin ni fureru, incurring the wrath of your boss, incurring the wrath of your superior. This feeling, it's in the manner of being like next to furiousness, the neighbor of like imperial wrath. So clearly she doesn't like Okotsu. Kui ga aru kara te, regret existing because of that. Nanbyaku nen, nansen nen goshi ni, several hundred or several thousand years later, hito made koroshite, to the point of killing people, saying that regrets exist, and that's why, killing to the point of killing people hundreds and thousands of years later. Nande jibun nanka no tame ni hisshi ni naru desu ka? How or why, for oneself or whatever's purposes, desperately becoming is it? How is it becoming desperate for the purposes of oneself like that much, I guess? Or how is it? Yeah. So, right, basically, how can you be so desperate to be killing people hundreds of or thousands of years later, even if you have regrets? We get a flashback here to something. Omae, you, Fujiwara no ningen ka? Are you a Fujiwara human? What's the Fujiwara again? I don't remember. Biki? That's kind of a cracking sound. I don't think she's happy. Also, there's like lots of veins popping out, so that's probably not good. Yeah, veins. お前らのような血族に to a blood lineage, a blood family like you, in the manner of you guys. Okay, whatever the Fujiwara is. To a blood lineage, a blood family in the manner of you guys, presumably Fujiwara. Nani ga wakaru? What do you understand? So what would a blood lineage, blood family like you understand? I don't think I have forgotten at this point what the Fujiwara reference is. Ketsuzoku. Yeah, blood relative. All right. She clearly is not a fan of the Fujiwara. Oh. Okay. Now we're switching. Remember, this guy was also watching. We got introduced to these people when we shifted over to Sendai. Granite. Granite Brasto. I guess that's granite blast. Like stone blast. Okay, it's coming out of his hair. His pompadour. All right. She is like pulling reality over her. Ooh. So again, these were the two people, or two of the people with the higher point values in Sendai. We saw that in the introduction. But they had been watching all the other battles happening up until this point. So anyway. Oops, crap, sorry. So we get devastation there up at the top, and then it literally is like a cannon from his head. That's terrible. Okay, well. In front of the eyes, before the eyes, that sort of ichatsu, if it's that sort of that happening. Ichatsu. Icha. Quibbling? No. Hey, oh, flirting? Icha is to flirt. Ichamon is like, oh, there it is. Ichatsuku, to flirt with or to dally. Okay, so yeah, before the eyes, if it's that sort of flirting or dallying, if it's me, talking about me, I'm getting hungry. The stomach is emptying. I'm getting hungry. I don't know. Hey, Jura, how's it going? Yeah, we a couple more days. Ocho ka? That roof? かなり近くに行ったわね. Very close, isn't it? Itawa. Oh, that's like existed very close, isn't it? So I guess she wasn't expecting him to be that close. Kokeki hani ga hiroi. Ishigori ka? Okay, so the attack span or scope is wide. So he has a wide range of wide area attack. Ishigori? Question mark? Ishigori. Stone flowing? Or is that the name? I don't remember what this guy's name is anymore. Is it Ishigori? Okay, it is. Ishigori Ryu. So dragon stone flow. So he knows the names of the two people. So he knows the name of the strong players, and so that's why he's like, wide range of attack. Is that Ishigori? All right. スタジオムにいる人たちは、リカが守ってるとはいえ、we're gonna go with, yeah, although. As for people existing inside the stadium, Rika is the one protecting. So although it's that way, so although Rika is protecting the people in the stadium, we saw that in previous chapters. このレベルの攻撃が超撃すれば、何人かは死ぬまずは石垣から。With this level of attack, if do, I guess, like a direct attack, a chokugeki, a direct hit. With this level of attack, if do a direct hit, as for how many people will die, as for first, it's Ishigori, that's why. Okay, so I guess Okotsu is deciding that this guy is more dangerous because he has a wide area attack, so he's thinking he should take him out first. Kurourushi to Doruvu ga kieta ima Ishigori o oyogasu ryu wa nai. Otsumoro tomo. Okay, so she is thinking Kurourushi and Doruvu being gone, vanishing. So now, as for a reason to allow to swim Ishigori, it does not exist. Okay, so she's basically saying, like, because those other two, the bug and the guy that Okotsu took out, well, he took out both of those, because they're gone, now a reason to like let him live, I guess, does not exist. Oyogasu is to let swim. Or let someone go free. And then Okotsu Morotomo. So Okotsu altogether, Karu will hunt. So she's basically saying she's going to hunt, I guess, like both of them. Okotsu together with Ishigori. All right, so we're going to have a three-way attack here. Boom. 俺を相手に真正面から突っ込むのか? So me, as an opponent, from the direct front, like this is like penetrating or rushing into, meaning basically like he's rushing directly at me as an opponent from the front. Sweeto. Yes. Ize Okotsu. That's great, Okotsu. B. All right. Do, do, do. Gwa. B. Bagu or baka. B. Oh, okay. They're heat seeking a la Dragon Ball. Done. Gyu. Dodo. I guess it's a Gyuwa. All right, he's like sort of dodging, rolling, or something. Aga. Goon. All right, swinging on a pole. That Doto. That's him landing or bouncing. All right, another barrage coming in here. Oh. Oi, oi. Gakkari sasen yo. Hey, hey. Gakkari. Oh, I guess like don't make me feel disappointed. Gakkari sasen yo. Don't make me disappointed. Don't disappoint me. Ine, not existing, meaning he's not there. All right. Yes, indeed. そうか。あそこはさっきお骨が穴を Okay, so I see. As for that place, earlier, okotsu a hole. So flashback, what okotsu did was made a hole, and people fled down there. Bo. もう少しコンパクトに戦ってください。A little bit more compactly, please fight. Please fight a little bit more compactly. I guess mean like not wide, not hirogaru. それで腹いっぱいになんのか、お骨? With that, what will do hara ippai? Isn't that just like being really hungry? Oh no, that's to be full. それで腹いっぱいになんのか. Yeah, I guess what is it that will fill you up with that, okotsu? Or like with that, meaning like coming in close? Is it being satisfied? Is it being full? Okotsu? Okay, so clearly he has a thing about stomachs. All right, that was the end of the chapter. Fujiwara. Do I need to read this? Just Gojo Sensei wa is that Sugawara? Sugawara te ma donna demo ii sensei no ii katachigai kamo. So when she mentioned the Fujiwara, that's what we didn't get the response. He was thinking Fujiwara. As for Gojo Sensei, it's saying Sugawara. Well, whatever. Maybe it's a different way of saying it from Sensei. So he doesn't know. He doesn't, just like me. I have no idea what that is. Oh no, okotsu jibun ni kyomi nachisugi. Like, I guess he doesn't have interest. Plus, Gojo shinyo nansasugi. And something about maybe trusting too much Gojo Sensei. I don't know. Don't care. All right, that was the end of chapter 167. Next, 177. We'll see what we're going to... Who knows? Who knows if the other lady will wait and watch? We'll find out next time.